Hey, what's going on, Beowulf Nation? It's on Beowulf, back at it with another video. Talking about a little bit about with my GP 1800R Yamaha SVHO. So a lot of people have been, I kind of did a video having some issues with the Riva Racing blow-off valve. Awesome thing. We got a new one in there. I'm going to talk all about it, but let me pop off the hood so we can kind of see about it, and I'll talk all about what's going on. Kind of see a little bit right there. So that's a brand new blow-off valve installed. I installed it probably like at least over a month ago, I'm guessing. So the other issue was the one I was having, was it not getting all the way on. Now you can see this one. If you've seen past stuff I posted, this one fits perfectly. So it's nearly right up to the end there, perfectly on the bottom too. Exactly where it's supposed to be, and it's on there and it's secure. So the thing's all ready to rock and roll. I've rode it twice, both times in the ocean with no issues at all. Well, kind of what I want to talk about is, if you've seen the videos, I had some issues. The nice thing is just how great a company Riva Racing is. That, you know, it took a little bit to get a hold of them, but as soon as we got to the right people talking about what's going on, they had no problem send me out one. I think it was like right before the holidays, and ended like literally a couple days before Christmas. I think it was like Christmas Eve that they sent it out or something. I think that's when they sent it out to me. So I give them great respect with doing that, you know, that there was an issue. And they did see the photos that there was some issue with it that they've never even seen. I don't want to say guinea pig, but at least I've always had something like that happen where I'm like the first to something. I know before my past business where I professionally raced and I had a performance shop and all that, I did a lot of testing development. When the C6 Z06 Corvette came out, pretty much I was a leader of everything going on with that car back in 2006 and on. Was it about 2010? And there was a lot of parts, like for example, there was this FOT Racing. I don't think they're in business anymore, but they had this three-piece sway bar, which everybody did. Like most of the time when you look at performance sway bars for cars, the sway bar is all one piece. Well, there was three pieces. And I was like taking it, I was a member at the Audubon Country Club and I was taking it out of the road course. The thing's like broke in half, like came apart, and they've never seen that happen. So I just know from experience that I've had some stuff where I'm just like, whoa. And, but I know, like, for example, too, like KW suspension, I was the first person in America running that setup on the Corvette. When you think of an American car, they're a German company with suspension. I was the first person, and then the first person actually like tracking the car. And it was just, there's a lot of stuff where, you know, you're the first, and especially with those cars, they have leaf springs going across. So when you put a coil suspension, you're basically changing the whole design of how the Corvette is even made. They have shocks, and they have leaf springs going around as acting as suspension. When you rip the leaf spring out, and then you put a coil over it, it's not like, it was never even made like that. You definitely put yourself into, you know, new levels. And definitely, I had like the first year, there was no issue with the blow-off valve, which what I'm getting at, it's great that they, you know, they saw there was an issue and they wanted to take care of it, and they sent me a new one out. And I give them great respect, because I know when the issues were going on, people were talking about the videos. They're like, oh, you should go with this brand, that brand, blow-off valve. I really believe that once you change and put an aftermarket intercooler, then your whole, like, the blow-off valve is completely changed and where it goes and whatnot. I strongly believe that for stock, the big thing important of having a blow-off valve that protects your supercharged clutch. And if you don't have that up for your supercharger, you're just gonna have more maintenance going in there. You know, if you're under warranty, then, you know, then you might not care. But majority of people, I've seen people with the same year ski with lesser hours in mind that have not had a blow-off valve, and they've had to replace their clutch on their supercharger. So I definitely think it's an important thing to buy. I know a lot of the other brands that are out there. Maybe I should name names or not, but people said in the comments, one of them, you can guess that, you know, I tried contacting him and emailing him with no response. I think they're what's customer service of a business. Probably not the most intelligent person to deal with. And then the stuff I've seen on Alibaba is where this person is probably getting all his products made to sell. Maybe that's why he won't pick up, because I figured that one out, and doesn't want everybody to know how cheap he's getting it. I just don't know. And a lot of it too is you got like Worx Racing. I mean, they got a halfway decent blow-up, but I really strongly believe, I mean, both companies, Riva Racing and Worx Racing, they all kind of have different things non-related. Like, for example, this has the Worx Racing free flow exhaust. I like that because you didn't have to cut it like the Riva Racing one. But again, when I had a huge issue installing it, there was, you know, they kind of helped me over the phone, but kind of go, oh yeah, it's kind of hard. We try to avoid installing them. And I'm thinking to myself, well, why did I just buy something that you don't even like? You're making it and you don't even like to install it. That just doesn't make any sense. And I had to redesign it to make it work, which I was all up for it, but it just, I'm glad that I got with Worx Racing the free flow exhaust. I would not buy a Worx Racing through hull exhaust, because the issue I had with that, there was no way in heck I'd go with their brand with cutting a hole in the ski with that. And I think there's some stuff they make that's really nice, but I think some stuff, like they have an intercooler for the GP, and their photos don't really show anything of where it goes. I've kind of flipped through their, luckily they have online where you can see install manual, but it doesn't come to where I would really not want to spend my money buying it. I strongly believe like Riva Racing does have the best intercooler out there. Again, you might see another brand, but again, that brand, I won't name the name, there's no customer support with them, and I found where it's made on Alibaba.com. So check that out. Search who I'm talking about and look on Alibaba, and you'll be like, man, is he really getting it for like $35 or what? It's like 40 bucks or something. I don't know, man. Let's not even go there. But definitely Riva Racing. All the time I get people messaging me and they're like, oh, I had this ski. What should I get? And I always tell people, unless it's a ski, it's like right off the top of my head, I know all this stuff, modification, you know, but I always say is go on there and search the model year you got and see what's available, and then kind of figure a game plan of where you want to go modifying your ski. I think it's straightforward. There's a lot of other people's websites I've gone on that sell stuff that their website is kind of just junk to figure out what is available for your ski when you're trying to figure out spending money. You know, it matters too is if you're, you know, what your plans are with the ski. I think Riva Racing is the #1 place to go to. It's definitely, if you're tuning your ski, it's all like pretty much a one-stop shop that you go there, that you know that they did all the testing development on the tunes, so you could go on the MaptunerX on their website. They show all the different tunes and what modifications you need to it, so you've got a game plan of knowing what you want to do, instead of where you're not the guinea pig with that to other companies. I want to say another name of another company that there was a tune on both my RXPX and my RXTX that I had big issues. I had big issues when I made a video with that person and he couldn't give me any straight answer, which I thought was kind of weird, especially when you're face to face with somebody, that I'm like, hey, why isn't this doing this? And in the video, it doesn't do what he was claiming his tunes would do, which I always thought was kind of, didn't make any sense. And then I think there was once where I had like a real big issue, and the person then instead unfollows me, and then there's no contact after the person took, like, I think it was like $1,000 worth of my money. I won't name names of who that person is too. You can go ahead and figure that out. So definitely when, you know, this is tuned by Riva Racing. The SXR that's right in front of me there, that has the tune from Riva Racing, where it's running on 93 octane because it runs on regular fuel stock. Have had no issues of how that runs. When I had my RXPX, that was tuned by Riva Racing, and they're definitely, I have to say, when you're going there and your jet skis, your investment, you really want to go with #1 companies to deal with. Like I said, Riva Racing, but I'll name off a couple more that other businesses that, you know, like give great products and great customer support. So that some of the companies I want to talk about, number one for jet ski gear, Jet Tribe, number one jet skiing gear in the game. Nobody even comes close to Jet Tribe with any type of gear. I mean, if you go on their site, they got like the cover for your jet ski. It could come with buoys, protection for your feet if it's a race boot, a regular water boot. They got swimming suits, wetsuits, all bunch of different life vests, goggles, gear bags. I mean, buoy things. There's a bunch of new products that I have to do videos about, but it's just they have so much. And then we go, which you can't see because I got it all pulled off, but you've seen in videos, we got Jettrim. That again, number one jet ski seat covers, and I got their tray on my stand-up SXR 1500. Nobody even comes close to them, both with Jet Tribe and Jettrim. Customer service, amazing. There was an issue with my seat that was on this. They didn't even think twice of it, said maybe another seat, no questions asked, and it was even different than it was before, and they took care of me. Again, these are the people you want to do business with. There are other companies that do this stuff, but they don't come close to those. We got the PWC Doctor, best drain plugs in the game. If you want to put a drain plug on your ski, got them on both right here. Number one in the game with that, with product and customer service. You got Jet Life Miami, best graphics out there, my opinion, the best graphics. If you're looking to do, and you can, I think they only can find them on Instagram, Jet Life Miami. If you're looking, they take a little bit of time to get stuff done, but definitely, I spent a long time to just figure out the lower graphics. And it's real hard when you go look at these local graphic companies. They just, I don't know. There's some local ones around here, man. I wouldn't give my time or money with dealing with. Let's talk about like JC Racing. I had huge issues with handling to just get the ski to work on my SXR 1500. Called him up. He's like, I think it could work, but I can't promise anything. I said, hey, man, I like that you're being honest. Let's try this out with a strong current and see if the ski runs better. Boom, best investment I put on my SXR 1500. JC Racing. Those sponsors just changed the game. Definitely awesome company to deal with. We got Outlaw Hydro Graphics if you're looking to do any type of hydrographic on your cars, pew-pews, jet skis. Check them out. They're in Merle's Inlet, South Carolina. Like I said, Worx Racing, they make good products. And there's some stuff you can compare them to Riva Racing. Both are really good. But definitely, check out those companies I said. You're looking to spend stuff. It's pretty much a one-stop shop to majority of those of what you're looking for with modifying your ski. And again, I think it's real important where you're dealing with somebody that actually cares about their customers. A couple of those two companies that I said are not worth dealing with. All they brag about is kind of like how much money they're buying stuff from people, spending with them, but don't care to give any type of customer support. And I don't want to be negative, but I just find that stuff kind of upsetting because it's like one of them follows me and wouldn't even respond back to me about some questions. And I just think that's just like, why would you want to spend money with somebody like that? I mean, Riva Racing or any of those companies, Riva Racing, Worx Racing, well, I even say Worx Racing. Let's talk another story with them. I bought on eBay these older Sponsons that they discontinued, but got like a killer deal on them. Like I got them for like brand new for like $100. But when I got them, they were missing the bolts that needed. And I call up Worx Racing, and without any question, they go, we got what bolts you need. We don't use those anymore, but we'll send them right out to you free of charge, and they shipped them out for free. And I didn't buy the Sponsons from them. So I have to say, that's the kind of customer service of companies you want to do business with. Riva Racing, Worx Racing, Jet Tribe, Jettrim, the PWC Doctor, Jet Life Miami. You have Outlaw Hydro Graphics. They'll take any of their customers as number one priority. They don't just throw you to the side. There's a lot of companies out there that all they care about is taking your money. And those companies I just listed are not those type of people. They actually care about the products that they sell or make, about making you happy. So that's a very important thing to look at. But hey, the good thing, the blow-up valve works. I know that I'm planning on installing their intercooler system in this. It's kind of, I know a lot of stuff is everybody, it's just hard to get stuff right now. It's kind of when you see stuff available, if you got the funds, go out and buy it. But definitely I want to do the intercooler on this. So we'll do a planned video soon if possible. I'll be picking up one with that. Also to check out my Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/IamBeowulf. Again, check out the I Am Beowulf merch at IamBeowulf.com. Hottest jet ski merch in the game. Be driven to win, be mighty, and stay strong.